This is another video in the CA Please series. We're going to be looking at the Suebians and their unique units. Now, some very weird design decisions has been made with the Suebians. Most notably with their very heavy melee infantry. Best infantry armor in the game. Very heavy. They also are, for some reason, resistant to fatigue. They have guerrilla deployment, essentially making this unit a stealthy, super heavy infantry unit with very good both offensive and defensive stats. This combination of traits, to me, doesn't make a lot of sense, especially when those units are not supported by anything other than raiding cavalry units. Now, having an essentially Germanic roster with a few of these reskinned versions of other units is a bit strange to me. I have a hard time, and this ties in with faction diversity, I have a hard time seeing the speciality of the Suebians. It's heavy armor, good defensive capabilities, good offensive capabilities, and stealth. That combination, for me, those things exist on completely different sides of the spectrum. How the hell a unit running around with the heaviest infantry armor in the game is somehow resistant to all that weight being on them, and how they are able to be stealthy and hide while they have all of this shiny metal armor on them, is completely beyond me, and it makes little sense from a gameplay perspective as well, since, like I said, they will mostly be supported by these, if at all, by these Germanic raider units. You can make some nice things happen with them, with ambushes and such, but at least be consistent. Give the Suebi Oath Takers that ability as well, so the entire Suebian infantry contingent can guerrilla deploy and have cavalry support available. Because getting 2 guerrilla with these units means that they are 1 cavalry charge away from getting completely annihilated. So, very peculiar design decision there to make super heavy cavalry units, or super heavy infantry units, able to hide. Very, very weird combination of traits. And since this is a free LC unit, I get, or a free LC faction, I get that they kind of had to try something different, because the sturdy infantry, both the elements have it, with their bejazzled nobles, the protectores. Then we have, of course, the Langobards also doing the super sturdy heavy infantry thing. So the Suebians, instead of going for sort of unique cavalry options, or instead of making them something distinct in the infantry department, just slap any and all available traits on the Suebi champions that don't really make sense. Also, a lack of shield wall. I think this is going to be patched. No shield wall for the Suebi champions. Shield wall for the Suebi warriors. Again, doesn't make a ton of sense. The Suebi champions could very well do with a shield wall, and I would gladly trade guerrilla deployment and resistance to fatigue for that shield wall. So CA, please strengthen armor.